everybody and welcome to the channel. I was recently sent a lovely gift of a cookery book, a vegan cookery book obviously, by my good friend Tofu Tommy and his wife Laura. So what I decided to do today was to cook all my meals from the cookbook. I'm not great at cooking and I'm not great at following instructions, so let's see how I got on. I'm going to prepare my breakfast tomorrow morning from the book, and I'm going to do overnight oats. This one. So what do I need? 3 tablespoons of oats. Now I usually have 50 grams, so I'm going to just measure it out into a bowl. Hopefully this bowl's going to be fine. Right, okay, so I think that'll be enough. That looks plenty. 1 teaspoon of, no, let's put that in the bowl as well. We don't want to waste that. Okay, a teaspoon of this one. It doesn't say heaped or otherwise, but see how much. Oh, that much I'll do, and give it a mix. Oh, looks fairly well mixed to me. Pour over the oat milk, 50 mils. I'm just going to put some in. I can probably guess this. It smells nice. It smells like chocolate. Okay, so that's all I need to do for now. I need to then leave this tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to put the rest of the stuff on it. So laters for that one. So it's morning. My oats have been soaking overnight. They look pretty good. So now I need to put the topping on. And oh god, I'm not awake yet. Let's see. Oh, no teaspoons, better going out of the dishwasher. So it says to give the oats a good stir. They're pretty sticky in there. Then we add some almonds. A few cranberries. About 30 grams it says, but I don't know how much that is. Almond butter. Need to give this a bit of a stir. Let's have a dollop of that. And then just get coconut on top. Optionally you can put some agave nectar on here, but I think I'm just going to eat it as it is. So here we go. Give it a little bit of a mix in. Wow, that is actually pretty nice. The almonds have a nice flavour to it, and also the almond butter, which I've never tried before. I'll have a few more cranberries. But all in all, I think that's a pretty good breakfast. I just need to make a cup of tea to go with it now. Oh, well, my plan was to do a day of eating from this cookery book, but I'm just back from my 15-kilometre run, and literally I'm just too tired to be bothered, and I'm really sweaty and I'm really hungry and I'm really thirsty as well. So I'm going to make something really easy, probably something out of a tin. This, I think it was between this and beans on toast, but I'm going to have this with some rice and quinoa. I opened a packet of Uncle Ben's yesterday and I'm going to have the other half of that with this. My quick lunch is microwave now. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look pretty, but it's going to taste good. I think it's a good meal to have after running because it's got the rice with it, which is going to give me some carbs. It's got plenty of lentils and stuff, so and vegetables. So I'm just going to sit down and monster this down now. It's back to the cookbook for tonight's meal. So it's going to be cauliflower and potato curry. I've got all the ingredients ready here. I just need to process them. So there's this black cabbage, cauliflower, fennel, ginger, it's supposed to be garlic, but I don't like processing garlic because it smells, so I'm going to use garlic puree. We've got potatoes, fresh chilies, various different spices, onion, passata, and I also need to get some coriander out of the fridge. So I'm going to start preparing this and then I will video the cooking of it once I've done all the chopping. I had to make one other change as well because you're supposed to put the stuff in a pan that's covered, but I don't have a pan that's big enough because I decided to add a few more potatoes. 2 to 3 sounds a little bit of a small portion, so I'm going to go a little bit bigger on this. So I'm heating the oil. And I'm going to put in the fennel and the onions and cook them for a couple of minutes. So they've softened. The next thing to do is to add in the chilies and the ginger and a bit of garlic. So I'm going to stick that all in there next. Chopped up into little bits. I actually added 2 chilies rather than 1 because I like it spicy. Also, I'm going to stick some garlic paste in here. Not too much. Next step is to add the potatoes. So I'm going to, wow, that chili's a bit strong. Right, so I'm going to empty this pan and I'm going to put potatoes in. Whoa. So seeing as I've, wow, this is going to be hot. Because I've already pre-cooked the potatoes, I'm going to stick the cauliflower straight in. There's quite a lot of it here. I'm going to give that a good stir. Sprinkle the spices, stir well, and ensure the potato and cauliflower are completely coated. So let's do that. So I've pre-mixed all the spices here, they're ready to go. They're pretty well coated. Though I don't have a lid for this wok, but I did find a lid for an old wok, so I'm going to stick that on there. Next thing I need to do is add the passata and some water. So this is leftover from what I used the other day. Should be enough in there. Let's put a bit of water in it, give it a shake and see. I'm actually going to use a little bit more, I think, than maybe I should do, but I like the sauce to be quite runny, so hopefully that'll work out okay. So I've left it for a couple of minutes. The next thing I need to do is add some vegetable stock. So I'm going to put that in there and then I'm going to leave it for half an hour. The vegetable stock didn't crumble very well, but I've tried to kind of chop it up so it'll mix in easily. I'm just going to turn the temperature up a little bit more before I put the top back on. That'll do. I'm reading the instructions on how to make the vegan raita, and it says that I need to grate the cucumber, so I'm not too sure about that. I think I'm going to chop it up into little bits and then put it in the little blender, and then I can mix it into the yogurt to see how it goes. And I also need to add the juice of half a lemon, but I happen to have half a lime left over from something I was doing yesterday, so I think I'm going to use that instead. I'm sure it'll taste fine. Oh, this looks pretty good actually. I'm getting quite hungry now. Let's add in that lime juice. So we're about 10 minutes out from serving time, so I'm going to add the coriander and the black cabbage, and then I'm going to put some rice on. Okay, so I modified the recipe and I cooked the potatoes before, which I probably shouldn't have done because they're starting to break up. So that was my bad on doing that. And I'm probably going to have to make one more modification to the recipe because I did put quite a lot of chilli in it, and while I like it, my partner is not so keen on spicy foods. So I'm probably going to add some yogurt to it, which is something that I've done before with curries and it works quite well. So if I add that, it's going to cool it down a bit and he's going to probably enjoy it more than he would at the temperature it's at right now. So, black cabbage. And some chopped up coriander. So here's the rice that I'm going to use. I'm probably going to do about 60 or 70 grams per person, maybe 70. So the rice is done now. I just need to drain the water off that. I'm going to serve it with the yogurt, which is in the fridge, and I'm also going to put some mango chutney with it, which I really like. So I'm going to dish it up now and we'll see what it tastes like. So food's ready now. I've dished it up. I'm going to serve it with some Sharwood's extra smooth mango chutney. I've only ever had smooth before, but this is extra smooth, so it should be really good. I don't like big chunks of mango in my mango chutney. Just stick a bit of this on the plate, and I'm also going to put a few spoonsful of the raita that I made. Stick a little bit of that on the top. Let's see how it tastes. So I've got a bit of cauliflower, a bit of potato, bit of the raita, bit of the rice. Let's hope it's not too hot. I think it's really good. Although I overcooked the potatoes, there's still some quite big pieces of potato, as you can see here. So that's okay. The cabbage is nice and soft. I think it's a very nice curry. I just wish that I'd have followed the instructions a bit better. I'm going to be making a banana dessert. Here's the recipe. Nice picture of the bananas here in a rum sauce, and I like rum, so this is good. I didn't actually buy normal rum. I actually already had some that was bought in Gran Canaria over Christmas, and this is actually a banana flavour one, so I thought this might go quite well. So what's first then? The ingredients we've got is some orange juice. Now it did say squeezed orange, but this is easier. Some brown sugar. This is Demerara. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. Nutmeg. I got some spice drops, some cinnamon. What else did it say? It said date syrup, which I couldn't find. So I picked this instead, and I've got no idea whether it's going to work well or not. So this is pomegranate molasses. Looks interesting. We'll give it a try. We have a lime. We have some single cream. It did ask for some vegan squirty cream, but there wasn't any available, so this will have to do. And of course some bananas, which I've already sliced, so you can see here. I didn't slice them very well, they've fallen apart a bit, and I'm going to put these straight in the oven now. So what we need to do is to put the sugar and nutmeg and cinnamon over the top of the bananas and then bake them for 10 minutes. So let's do that. So next we're going to make the sauce. All of my bowls are in the dishwasher, so I'm going to use this big mug to mix. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so 60 millilitres of rum, and then orange juice. We haven't got enough in here, let's see. 2 tablespoons of date syrup. Well, pomegranate, some molasses. I'm going to try a bit of this first. Oh, that looks thick. Yes. Right, so we're going to wait for the oven timer now for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to put the sauce over it, and then we're going to leave it for a further 25 minutes. So the banana's out of the oven, and I'm now going to dish this up onto a plate. And I'm going to add some of this cream as well. Well, it's cooled down a bit now, so I'm going to give it a try. This is the not so good looking plate with the bananas that fell apart. I gave the nice one to Francisco because it just looked better. But I'm going to try this one. I'm sure it'll taste the same. So even though the bananas that I bought weren't particularly ripe and I thought they weren't going to taste that great, cooking them in the oven for so long has really softened them up. And they taste pretty good. I can't really taste the rum. It tastes like orange juice, but I think generally it's quite a nice, tasty dessert. I'm going to sit down and enjoy the rest of it now.